So we are Friday, 14th of April 2023. Hello and welcome to a pre-US session about 9:09 a.m. here in the sunny hills of the countryside of Ireland. So we have Joey Biden just up the road in Dublin at the moment, visiting family, dishing out wads of cash, all sorts of stuff, drinking Guinness. Just downloading some historical data here on oil. So, what did we get yesterday? Soft PPIs. So we got soft CPIs, we got soft PPIs, and there was quite a while there after the open yesterday where I was kind of thinking, okay, when are these markets actually going to get into gear and get up here? So, fortune favored the patient yesterday, with the bids really only coming in. Well, the buying was done. Kind of think about putting in a low in the day. It wasn't actually a low on the day. It was kind of a pullback pre the open, and then it took a while. It really took until about 3 o'clock, half an hour after the open, to get going here on SPOOs. So we can kind of look at that. We got the data an hour before the market opened at this time here. And the market didn't really have a strong reaction at the time. We were imbalanced down. So the market really had to then reshift back up. And I said this, I'm not Monday morning refereeing. Okay, I said this live in the room. I said we need time, and we need time acceptance here to get up, right? It's not going to be a rally. The market is accepted balance down on the prior day's area. We need to wait, put in time here, put in some trade in this area to then break that condition, get back up here. And, there was some quarterly levels to get, into your head there as well, and for the market to get back out of. So, the market was in a very compromised area there. But either which way, look, bam, up we go, taking targets on PVAH, and we have that 4167s as a known level for a number of days. We've had it on for a number of months, actually, really, that level. So look, lovely trading yesterday. Lovely trading to be done. But definitely a day, if you want to get paid, you're going to have to be patient, And so everyone in this room, thankfully, had a great day yesterday, I think, those who were trading equities. All right. So, what are we looking at for today? Well, here, it's just more upside. Well, maybe not today, but I think, look, I've talked about this, right? Look, we got the, let me get this really clear, which is what I've been doing, right? Mega downtrend. Everyone sees this trend, okay? Then we get breakout, pullback. So the breakout occurs here, okay? The pullback to the trend occurs here. We have this level for 38.94s. We were looking at that level, bang, up we go. Then we get this minor trend, okay? Mega trend, minor downtrend comes into play. We knew about this level in February, this trend, and then bang, we get up above, and then we're pulling back, excess on the lows, excess on the lows, excess on the lows. Where is the pivot level around here? Well, it's about 41.18s. I talked about this a number of times yesterday. 41.18s and a quarter, okay? Again, let me bring you back to what we were doing here yesterday. 41.18s, right there. Right, look at the amount of arrows I have pointing out at that level. Okay, 41.18s, right there. Okay, easy to get pricing there. We spent a lot of time just hovering around here yesterday. Look, I say to the guys, you don't need to trade the exact price. Forget about the exact price. You got to trade the rhythm of the market around your price and your area that you like. Okay, it's not. That's how you get good and tight risk, is by utilizing good timing as opposed to just buying this price as opposed to another price. Okay, who knows what the price is going to be at a given time? That will be the general support. But generally, it all came together there, 41.18s yesterday, and bammo to the upside. Really nice risk reward on that. Into the highs on day, even up to the PVAH, you're doing what? About 19.5. Well, that's 8 ticks of risk. People don't usually use risk that tight. Give it 20 ticks. Let's be generous here. That's about 8-1 on the PVAH, and into the close, it was 10, almost 11-1, right? So lovely trade there. What is that? That's about on the close. You're doing about 5.5 grand per single contract traded there. And that's, how we make money. That's how we do it. All right. So what's going to happen today, Tim? What's the trade today, Tim? Well, I think we're seeing a certain amount of resistance coming in. We've got a double top really on the 41.76s. I think a little bit of a pullback maybe on the cards here. We have some composite areas we would like to be working on these markets. I think a pullback to 41.54s or 52s, 54s or 42s, 54s, in and around here. Let's just look for PVAH here for longs today. And that would be a little bit of a shallow pullback, and then we can continue with the uptrend. I mean, looking at these markets, the 76s area is a pretty decent resistance spot. So we don't want to be barreling into longs around this spot here. We don't want to barrel into stuff. We really want to be, buy it as low as possible, sell it as high as possible, and buy it as low as possible. I mean, brilliant. Come down to here. If that doesn't work, I mean, shit, I'd be probably looking at buying 4100s or 4104s, for then the continuation with this good news that we have for these markets, So, the 41s down around here, closer again to this minor trend now, yeah. So look for that trade. All right, that's pretty detailed there on the SPOOs without using a lot of our detailed edge tools. Oil, it's actually still loading some historical data. I was just reloading a lot of my historical data here. But eventually, I think, need to come back to 8103s, 8070s. Been talking about, something from SMB Capital that they do as like have a day one break. And what that means is when you have, we had this big area here that we were kind of looking at in oil, right? From last week, Easter week. And actually, for me, it stops at 8070s, right? So I'm looking for, we got first day break, second day break. We're on third day break now. I think if we pull back here, I like longs 8070s, and if that breaks, then I would actually be stepping out of the way. Maybe a long from down around YP val 7929s, but I think oil is look, a lot of people say oil is the hardest product to trade intraday. I would agree with them, but I think it suits some people and it doesn't suit others. All right. But we're still long on the calendar curve here on oil. So yeah. All right, the bonds. I think the bonds need to go a lot lower. Bund. I think we need to get much lower, 134.28 and beyond. Seeing resistance coming in again on the 50 EMA on the 30-minute bar here. So I think that's quite. I was expecting a wee little bit of a pop up higher here, and then a capitulation. So look out for a trade on 135.80s as well up here. The big area that we've broken down from. If we pull back here, I think the sellers are going to get out the knives and forks there and sit down and have a 3-course meal and look for the 134.28 then, that's it on the bonds. Yeah, on T-notes, I like shorts against 115.24 halves as well. I am short this market currently and long bonds just to kind of get into see what's going to happen. And gold here, yeah, like gold. I mean, yeah, one of the guys, Matt, having a great time here on gold. Really on it, taking longs out of the market yesterday. Lovely, and why not on soft CPIs? Continuation up. So yeah, nice. I don't really have any decent levels to buy on gold at the moment for the swing. I'd like to be swing trading gold for the longs, and really that's going to be 1977s. Look, are we going to get that? Probably not. All right, but put your limit orders in and see what comes. And then that's kind of it, really. The VIX. Let's just have a little look at the VIX here before I go. Here's the VIX on the daily. I think we need to trade lower into 18.580s, find some supports. This is a pretty old area there if we just kind of get weekly bars up. It's kind of the supports, a range of lows from December 2021 in around those 18. So the top of that area you see starts at 18 spot 580s, goes down to I'm not including this low. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. So yeah, it goes down to 18 170s. I just think because we're down here, I think we need to find the supports down there. So switching back to daily bars here, you can see that, I think we need to just find the bars there, and then I'll be looking to get short maybe on these highs on equities here. Okay. But for now, let the equities run to the top, buy the pullbacks. And if we punch into here in the VIX today, which we probably will over this the banking earnings that we're going to get pre-market, I would actually be a bit cautious about jumping into longs on equities if we find supports in here on VIX. Okay. So that's about it. And just to look at the 30-minute bar, like it's not much of a drive for VIX to get into that area. It's really, what is it? It's another it's 1.5, 1.6% down from where we trade right now. Okay, so keep an eye on that. That is the secret to your timing of good trades on equities, I think. That certainly is for me. Dollar's being screwed. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's barbecue season, and the dollar seems to be on the plate right now. So, we can kind of tidy this up and kind of go on weekly bars here. To look at Dixie. Some major support areas that really haven't come in. I thought we would just actually have a bit of a pullback on the dollar and then keep marching back to 109s, but that is bang wrong as a thesis. And I like being bang wrong because then it kind of tells me, well, you know what? Go the other way. And so, look, I haven't been able to get in on any decent euro trades, to be honest, on all this dollar weakness, which is a bit of a shame, but I just haven't I just don't want to chase the market, right? So I think as we trade into, these supports, 100 spot 80s on the Dixie spot right here, supports are coming in, as you can see, center top of the screen. Those supports are generally coming in. How far back can we go up here? Probably up to 101 spot 50s. But I think generally we've broken down on a trend, and I think, over the medium term, you need to expect lower dollar. That's as simple as that. All right, guys, that's it for me. I won't be on live for this afternoon session, as I'll be traveling and then in London this evening. So I look forward to having some pints with people tonight and tomorrow in London. All right, listen, have a good session, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. All right, see you later.